Let's have a look at some very simple things that we can do at home to black metal. The first, there are several options. There are cold blacking or bluing, or hot bluing, blacking. We're going to start with a cold system. You can see the bottle here. That you can buy on Amazon anywhere. So the components we need, we just need to put them in alcohol. I'm putting them into a bottle of alcohol. We've got some nuts and some fairly thick pieces of steel, just to clean off anything. With this cold bluing or blacking, you can't have any contamination on the surface. A fingerprint will basically give you a bad finish. So we've just been dipping those into alcohol. Now we go back to the material. This is the cold bluing or blacking. You have to put it into a separate dish. You can't put the brush back into the bottle, otherwise it will contaminate the liquid. What this material is doing, this liquid or chemical, is oxidizing the surface. But the oxidization is black. It's very good. It gives a good black finish. You don't need to heat anything, and you can see it gives a good uniform blacking finish. This material is used a lot in restoring guns. It has a kind of a blue tinge to it. It's black, but it's partially blue. Depends how you see, how the light falls onto it. But basically it's blacking. What would I say? I would say it's very good. And it's very good if you've got parts that you can't heat up. Could be a spring, it could be a part that would be damaged by heating, or a thin piece of metal. This is the solution in that particular case. Now we're just giving that a clean off, and you can see that it's nice and black. What I did was I shot blasted these parts prior. So you can see they say that it's better to soak these parts in oil afterwards. Now what we're going to do is use the same parts, and we're going to use basically a plumbing torch. This is it's probably propane or butane, I don't know what the gas is, but it's not a particularly high temperature gas. So what I've done is I've now heated it up, and this is clean, very clean, brand new sunflower oil, which we're now dunking it into. So we're now going to heat this nut with the same torch, bearing in mind I've reduced the time a little bit, so I'm not. This is not exactly the real time that it took to heat out. Again, sunflower oil. So I'm keeping all these parts separated with labels, so I know which one's which. Now we're going to switch to an acetylene torch. Obviously, well, not obviously, but it's the reality. Acetylene burns at a much higher temperature, but it's not something that most of us have available at home. So you can see that almost reached red hot. Now it goes into the sunflower oil. And that's when I lost it. It dropped to the bottom, so I need a magnet now to get it out. Something else to clean, I suppose, a magnet afterwards. But anyway, so you can see the finish. But here's the problem, and that was overheated. That's the side where it was red. So we've got a problem there, which needs to be considered. Now I'm going back to the acetylene with the nut. the acetylene heats up fairly quick. You can see that. Again into the sunflower oil. Now what we're doing is we're preparing some other oil. This is used engine oil, and I always thought that this was the really good way to do it, but I think I'm going to be proved wrong, and it isn't worth it. We'll see why. We're going back to a plumbing torch here with butane or propane, and it's not hot. It's not red hot. Clearly it makes a blacking, that's for sure. But it makes a lot of smoke, and I'm not entirely sure that the difference is worth it. But we'll check all those things out. What you got to do basically in this heating up process is take it beyond blue. Blue is about 200 degrees centigrade, but what you need is about 400 degrees centigrade for this blacking, not 600. 600 is going to be red, so you need to go above blue. The metal needs to turn blue, and then you need to dunk it afterwards into the oil. Here we're going again into the used engine oil. But again, this is a smoky process. It's not very clean. There's something that I should emphasise here, which is very important. You're probably better off doing this outside, and always make sure you've got plenty of oil, because the number of pieces you put into the oil will heat up the oil, and it could catch fire. It's a very important point, so be very careful. We're basically making a summary here of what I think is the right thing to do. This is a propane torch again. I've just connected it to a bigger bottle. It's the same thing as before. It's a plumbing torch. This is a thinner piece of metal. And we're going back to the sunflower oil, the clear sunflower oil. There is an advantage with the sunflower oil, and that is that it smells like a chip shop after you've put the things in. So it's not an unpleasant smell. The used motor oil is a little bit unpleasant. Again, now the same thick disc, doing the same thing. I've removed some of the time here, I'm just speeding it up. So we have to go beyond where it turns blue, but not red. There we go. This is basically the end. This is a summary of the video. I'm making those three parts. So the thin plate, the thick piece, and now a nut. Heating it up with a propane torch. You can see the colours changing. And there we go. Now we're just going to make a summary and check out the different ways we've done this. The first one, which we did, was the cold bluing or blacking. And the finish is quite acceptable. Whether it really resists rusts or not, I don't know. The second one was butane, as we can see here, with sunflower oil, then sunflower with oxyacetylene. They're all quite good. Then we've got the used engine oil, perhaps slightly blacker, but not much. Used engine oil, oxyacetylene, they all work. But really, the sunflower oil with butane works perfectly well. You can see the components. And in summary, I would say that's the route to go at home. The blacking is perfectly good enough. The oil doesn't contaminate your workshop with a lot of smoke. And the black is perfectly acceptable. Many thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it.